Hi, this is Sherry Veronica, and this is a story that is really big, and maybe we need to come to you second part, third part, because it's a lot to take in. But the story starts, we want to start this story with Cheraine Nicole Parris and the money she stole from Ashleigh Morrison, which was $302,000. Ashley says that it was her life savings of $462,000 that she entrusted to attorney Parris. We still don't know if she's still an attorney because she was found guilty and she did go to Dodds prison for this particular crime of money laundering and stealing client funds. But let's continue. Yeah, out of the 462,000 that she put in Cheraine Nicole Parris's account as an attorney, she got back 160,000. And when she was ready to buy the apartment she was living in, it was a condo that she was living in, and when she was ready to make that purchase and she needed the money from Cheraine Parris, that's when everything broke loose. All hell broke loose. She did not get her money. She was evicted from the condo she was living in. But like I said when I first started, this story goes deeper than you may think. It's not only about Ashleigh Morrison losing 300,000 or $302,000. It's not only about Cheraine Nicole Parris stealing her client's money. What is going on when in that particular area where people are buying condos that are really not condos? They may be timeshares. So something else is going on that, like I said, we will have to come back to you in another show to expand on what we are talking about. But I want to bring in, because I have her in the studio, Patricia Benedict. Patricia?
Hi, Miss Veronica. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so
I have waited a long time for this story.
Okay.
We, behind the scenes, we had a really big discussion.
Yes.
For our discussion.
Yes.
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 So Cheraine,
I sympathize with Miss Ashleigh Morrison.
Okay.
On losing her money. It's Miss Veronica. It's so deep. It's much deeper than that. And when this story first broke out, and then come to realize the condo was in Golden View, I said, "Oh my God." Where do you want to start, Miss Veronica? Where do you want to start?
Yes, just go right there, because if Golden View is not sellable, if it's not sellable, but yet they're selling these condos, quote unquote condos, to people, and then when they are looking for a deed, there's no deed to be had. Is there a scheme? Is there a fraudulent scheme going on there at Golden View?
Yes, Miss Veronica, there is. Like with all the condos in Sunset Crest, timeshare, there is.
Okay, so you are saying, let me get this straight. You are saying that there are no I don't know if they are, but you are saying that the condos that are going for condos in Sunset Crest are actually not condos but timeshares, but yet people are being told that they're condos and they're buying these timeshare units thinking that they're condos, and then once they've paid for them, there's no deed. And the good thing about it is, I think I spoke about this before, the good thing about it is they buy it as a condo, but it's really a timeshare, but it's not that they're only there for a week or 2 weeks, because that's what timeshares do. They tell you can only spend a week, you can only spend 2 weeks. They actually allow the people to live there. They actually allow that, but still, it's a timeshare. Am I correct?
And when the people buy the condos from the Santa Cruz Property Owners Inc. or PUP 34, or maybe Ottoman or Terra Caribbean, because all of them massy. All of them have been sold condos. When the people buy those condos, they actually have other people. They rent it out to other people, And that's what happens.
So are there
That is
condos? Wait.
Sorry.
But are you interchanging? Are there condos then? So there are condos, or are there timeshares? What are we talking about here?
No, there are timeshares, Miss Veronica, but I'm just using the term that they're using.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm using the term that they're
Because
using.
because if I'm buying a condo, no one can rent it out unless I give permission. Like it would say, well, I'm not going to be here such and such a time. So yes, you can rent it out, and then I get part of the fee. Is that what's happening? The person who buys it gets part of the rent that when they rent it out. Is that what happens?
Because they have property managers to take care of yes. So they buy it. And say for example, and there's much more to that than I will explain to you. They buy it, and then they go overseas, and they have people here like Sunset Crest Property Owners Inc. and other people who manage it for them, who rent it out for them.
And they get a cut. The so-called. Okay.
Yes, they get a cut, but there is this is so huge, Miss Veronica. Because the people that come here, and don't forget me, I don't know who was in charge of immigration before. Don't forget Mr. Winfrey Abraham is in charge of immigration. Now, I know for a fact there were people coming here and they weren't citizens. They didn't spend a long time here, but were able to buy those condos in Barbados.
But okay, so they're buying condos in Barbados, but they're actually timeshares. But the timeshares are being sold as condos, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Miss Veronica.
So the fraud goes very deep. So the attorneys are involved, the property managers are involved, the property owners association and blah 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 are involved. So everyone is involved in this, because if it's a timeshare, it's a timeshare. A timeshare is a timeshare is a timeshare. So if they're timeshares but are being sold as condos, and people are thinking that they own a condo, not a timeshare, but a condo. Mm-hmm. And the people who are selling it, they know that their timeshares are not condos and they shouldn't be sold. It's a big scheme that's going on.
I have told Mr. Retired Deputy Commissioner Police, Mr. Oral William. Now the land registry too is at fault, because those people have the people at the land registry. I've actually had to go there in person to tell them they're doing a lot of nonsense in there. So the land registry is the root of all the problems there, and the people, some of the top people there that allow that to happen, because they are part of the whatever is going on there.
So how come there are not a lot of lawsuits? Because after a while, these people would have paid off their mortgage and they're expecting a deed or whatever. How come when they don't get a deed, we're not hearing about it? We're not seeing that in the newspaper, that people in that area are complaining because after they've done everything they're supposed to do, they don't have the ownership papers. How come we're not hearing about that?
I'd like to mention that because most of them too are not locals. They're not Bajans. They're overseas clients. And like I was trying to explain to you, a lot of them, they buy those condos there, and it depends on who you know in immigration and stuff. You are allowed, and in the banks, so you're allowed to buy the condos without having any citizenship in Barbados.
But a lot of places you can go and buy stuff and you don't need citizenship. You just go and visit for a couple of weeks and and here and there, but you don't need to be a citizen. There are a lot of places like that you can buy without being a citizen.
I know, I probably know that maybe, Miss Veronica, but pertaining to what we're speaking about and knowing what the situation is in Sunset Crest, and mind you, most of those people who buy those things know for a fact they know deeds. I'm not saying some of them do not know. I'll explain to you. For example, there's a place called Villa on the Beach who has maybe about, I don't know, maybe 60, 70 condos. This is part of what Robert Andrew Armstrong, aka Andy Armstrong, probably used to manage to. I know a fact there was a particular guy, I won't mention who the person was, from overseas. And I was talking to that person, and the person said they have been trying to get a deed for the purchase a condo in there, and they have been trying for a few years asking the lawyer where is the deed, and the lawyer kept on giving them the running around. I told her to tell the person, buddy, you will never get a deed. That's what I said to the person, you will never get a deed. So the lawyers know. A lot of those lawyers, and that's why now the investigations have to concentrate on all the lawyers that have bought or sold properties for people in the Sunset Crest area.
Okay.
Because I told him there's no chance you're going to get a deed. He said he's been waiting 3 years to get a deed. He purchased the thing, he has fully purchased it, and he has not gotten a deed for condo he has in villas on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same situation
right.
in Golden View.
So in a way, we can say that Ashleigh Morrison, although she was traumatized, although she felt hatred, anger, bitterness, she went through the you guys put her through the ringer. Although she went through all that, and she was even homeless, she had to live in a tent, for a while. She may have dodged a bullet by not buying that condo.
Yeah, but Miss Veronica, a lot of those people know. A lot of people know that they don't have deeds, but because of who the people are, the fronts.
Okay.
They think that they could get away with it, be it the land registry, the people in the land registry,
okay,
or be it anywhere else. That was the problem.
Okay.
So it no disrespect to Miss Ashleigh Morrison, it backfired.
Okay.
And Miss the lawyer was very wrong in taking the money that didn't belong to her.
Right.
But we have to carry a more deeper conversation with who should have been in trouble also, not only Miss Parris.
Yeah, you cut out there for a while. Not only Cheraine Parris. Yes. Okay.
Not only Miss Cheraine Parris should have been in trouble. They should have a lot of people that were protected.
Okay.
A lot of people. And like I said, the Prime Minister, AG, and the Commissioner has to investigate the land registry. I have to investigate the land registry. Because they not only and
what about Kaipo? What about Kaipo?
Kaipo?
All of them.
Kaipo.
Yeah.
Kaipo. Oh, bra. Oh God, I have on bra too, Miss Veronica. I have on bra. The Barbados Bar Association. All of those people.
Yeah.
But listen to me. The registrar.
Right. It goes.
Yeah. We're talking about the land now. I don't want to go too deep because I don't want to go all over the place because I know a lot about those people. And when we start talking about Amanda Peggy Smith case too, although none of her money was stolen, but her case is so important because I know from the nitty-gritty of it because I used to rent from her. And how many people were involved to protect this individual.
Right.
So it's the same thing as Miss Morrison's. Yes, Miss Parris stole the money, but how many more people were involved? Because there was one other attorney, but she's deceased.
Right.
And nobody mentioned about her. It was mentioned once in the paper, but it just went off the earth. Remember we were asking for papers?
Yes.
If anybody had clippings?
Right.
And I just happened, and I looked into my clippings because I love getting clippings, and I found that 2020 clipping.
Right.
And of the attorney Miss Parris worked for. And you was the one you send out something to ask him. Nobody want to get that information.
Right.
Because it goes deeper, Miss Veronica. We have to do a part 2, part 3 on that same
Parris
case.
Yes.
But we just start off. Very unfortunate. Miss Morrison lost her money.
Yeah, she lost a whole lot of money.
Miss Morrison knew what she was getting herself involved
in. Allegedly.
Miss Veronica.
Okay, but I would like her to. I would like her to call. I would like her.
Peace of mind. I will say allegedly.
Yeah, I would like her to call me and talk to me. She said that she has inner peace at this point, but sometimes even within that inner peace, who among us can look back without regrets and whatever else we have going on. So Ashleigh Morrison, if you hear of this interview, I would like you to call me, get in contact with me. I'm on WhatsApp and I'm on Facebook, other places. So I think I'm pretty easy to find. So please contact me.
So we have to do a part 2 and a part 3 on that.
Okay.
Because it's so deep. It's
okay.
So deep.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay, bye. This is Cheraine Veronica, Naked Departure Radio.